You've been throwing away free strawberry plants your entire life. That berry you sliced for breakfast? The seeds clinging to its surface are a living blueprint, capable of producing a self-sustaining patch that never stops giving. No packets, no store runs, no tricks. In this guide, I'll show you how to turn grocery store scraps into an endless supply of strawberries. One berry. That's all it takes. The concept is so simple it feels revolutionary. You buy strawberries, you eat them, and you are left with the tops. But we are focused on the tiny seeds on the outside of the fruit. Each one is a potential new strawberry plant. Instead of letting that genetic goldmine go to waste, we are going to capture it. I know the question that follows. If it's that easy, why isn't everyone doing it? Part of it is knowledge. Most people simply don't realize it's possible. The other part is patience. This is not an overnight project. This is a journey of turning waste into wonder. But the reward is a garden that regenerates itself. Let's be clear. Most strawberries you buy are hybrids, bred for size and a long shelf life, not for their seeds. When you plant a seed from a hybrid, the result is an experiment. You might get smaller berries, something that looks more like a wild ancestor, but that is part of the magic. You will still get delicious, homegrown strawberries. The key is that it absolutely works, and it costs you nothing to try. You are starting a journey towards food independence with something you were about to throw away. That is a victory. Before we begin, we need to gather a few simple tools. The power of this method is its accessibility. You do not need expensive equipment. You can find everything in your kitchen right now. First, you need a strawberry. A ripe, fresh berry is best. Any store-bought strawberry will work for this experiment. Second, a small, sharp knife. Third, a paper towel to dry your seeds on. It provides the perfect surface for the seeds to release once they are dry. Fourth, a container for germination. This is where the principle of using scraps truly shines. A plastic takeout container, the bottom of a water bottle, or even halved toilet paper rolls. If you use cardboard rolls, you can make a few cuts at the bottom and fold the flaps to create a pot that will break down in the soil. This is recycling at its finest. Finally, you will need soil. A simple, loose potting mix is perfect. That is it. A berry, a knife, a paper towel, a recycled container, and soil. You are now equipped to start your endless strawberry patch. This is where the work begins. Extracting the seeds from the skin. These tiny specks are the currency of our new strawberry economy. Let's start with the dry method. It is the most straightforward. Wash and dry your strawberry. Take your knife and carefully shave off the outer skin in thin strips, getting just the red skin with the seeds attached. The fruit left behind is your reward for a job well done. Lay the strips of skin seed side up on a paper towel. Give them space. Place this in a well-ventilated area away from direct sun for about a week. You are waiting for the skin to become completely dry and brittle. Once it is, you can gently rub the pieces between your fingers. The tiny seeds will flake right off. From just a few berries, you can easily harvest dozens of seeds. Now, for the wet method. This feels more like a science experiment. Roughly chop a few strawberries and place them in a jar of water. Let this sit for a day or two. The pulp will begin to ferment slightly. In this process, the non-viable seeds and pulp will float, while the heavier, viable seeds will sink. After a couple of days, skim the debris from the surface. Then, pour the mixture through a fine mesh sieve. Rinse the seeds in the sieve under cool water, then spread them on a paper towel to dry completely. For the impatient gardener, there is a third option, the quick scrap method. Simply slice the tops or skin off the berries and plant them directly onto the soil. You face a higher risk of mold this way, but it mimics nature and it can still be successful. Regardless of the method, you now have your treasure, a collection of seeds, each holding the promise of a new plant. You have your seeds. Now, we coax them to life. This is a process of patience. For many strawberry varieties, it involves a critical step called stratification. Stratification is a period of cold treatment. It mimics a seed surviving winter before sprouting in the spring. To do this, dampen a paper towel, moist, not wet. Sprinkle your dried seeds onto one half, fold it over, and slide it into a resealable plastic bag. Label it and place it in your refrigerator for 2 to 4 weeks. This cold period signals to the seed that winter has passed. After stratification, it is time to sow. Fill your germination container with pre-moistened soil. The soil should be damp, not a muddy puddle. And here is a rule you cannot break. Scatter the seeds directly on the surface of the soil. Do not bury them. Strawberry seeds need light to germinate. Gently press them onto the surface to ensure good contact, but leave them exposed. To create the right environment, cover your container. A clear lid, a plastic bag, or plastic wrap all work. This creates a mini greenhouse, trapping humidity. Place your container in a warm spot, around 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 Celsius. Near a sunny window but out of direct sun is ideal. Now we wait. Germination can take anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months. It can be unpredictable. Do not be discouraged. Check your seeds every few days and mist the soil if it looks dry. You must maintain consistent moisture. Expect that not all seeds will sprout. Success rates can be low, especially with seeds from commercial fruit bred for transport. But even if only a few sprout, you have succeeded. You have created new life from what was once trash. After weeks of patient waiting, you will see it. Tiny, green seedlings. Once your seedlings have their second set of true leaves, it is time to move them into their own pots. The key is to be gentle. These plants are fragile. First, prepare their new homes. Small 3-inch pots are perfect. Fill them with damp potting soil. Moisten the soil in your germination tray. This helps the soil cling to the roots. Use a small spoon or stick to gently lift each seedling, getting a scoop of soil along with its roots. Handle the seedling by its leaves, not its delicate stem. Create a small hole in the new pot. Place the seedling inside, ensuring the crown, where leaves emerge from the roots, sits right at the soil level. If it's too deep, the crown can rot, too shallow, and the roots dry out. Gently firm the soil around the base. Water the soil around the edges of the pot, not directly on the plant. Water it once, let it soak in, and then water it a second time. Your new plants need a gentle transition. Place them in bright, indirect light. After a week, you can slowly acclimate them to more direct sun. You can also introduce a light, balanced fertilizer at half strength. You have guided your plants through their most vulnerable stage. Your plants are established. Now we enter the final phase, nurturing them into fruit-bearing powerhouses. Strawberries need sun, at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight per day. Consistent watering is also key. The soil should be moist, but not waterlogged. About 1 inch of water per week is a good rule. Stick your finger an inch into the soil. If it feels dry, it's time to water. Applying a layer of straw mulch around the plants will help retain moisture and keep the berries off the damp soil. Now for the tough part. During the first year of growth from seed, your goal is a strong root system. To do this, you must pinch off any flowers that appear. I know it feels wrong, but by doing this, you redirect the plant's energy from making a few small berries into building a robust foundation. This sacrifice in year 1 will reward you with a much larger harvest for years to come. A balanced all-purpose fertilizer applied a few times during the growing season will provide the necessary nutrients. If you believe in this way of growing and you are excited to start your own endless strawberry patch, hit that subscribe button. It lets me know you want more of this. And when you start this project, share your progress in the comments. I want to hear about your own experiments. The second year is when you see the evidence. After a year of care and strategic flower pinching, your plant is mature. You will watch the flowers bloom and then transform into small green nubs that ripen into a vibrant red. There is nothing like picking a sun-warmed strawberry that you grew yourself, from a seed you rescued from the trash. The flavor is on another level. A homegrown berry, ripened on the vine, is bursting with a sweetness you cannot buy. And here is where the endless promise is fulfilled. Your mature plant will send out runners, long stems that form new baby plants. You can pin these runners down into a nearby pot or a space in your garden. and they will root themselves, creating new, free plants. By letting a few runners root each year, you can constantly refresh your patch. You can also save the seeds from your own berries and start again. You have officially closed the loop. You have created a self-sustaining perpetual harvest, all starting from a single berry. You didn't just grow a plant, you grew a system. You turned waste into abundance. And that is one of the most rewarding things a gardener can ever do.